Well, to say that I'm surprised that we are here, no, I'm not surprised at all. Gambling is something that has been around for a very long time, and the fact that players, coaches, officials, different people that are involved in the game itself are betting on them comes to no surprise at all. And now we have the latest edition of that. Kayshon Boutte was allegedly gambling on games, and the number of games that is being said that this man has gambled on is enormous. And I don't know how much time in the day you have to have in order to do something like this. It is being alleged that he gambled on almost 9,000 games. I'll post the number right here so you guys can see this. But to have that much time in your day, how can you possibly get this done? There are numbers that are being reported that we will talk about in this video as well. But before we get into all of that, make sure that you guys like, comment, and also subscribe to this channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I am honestly thankful for each and every one of you guys that have been subscribed to the channel, and new subscribers. Welcome to this community. We talk football, college, NFL, all that good stuff here. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate that. Help a brother out. And with that, let's get into the video. So let's start right here. It says former LSU football star Kayshon Boutte was arrested Thursday for his alleged involvement in a sports betting scheme that Louisiana State Police says involved him using an alias to illegally bet on himself, LSU, and other games. He turned himself in on charges of computer fraud and gambling prohibited for persons under 21. He posted a $6,000 bond and was released. Police say the investigation is still ongoing. So that's the beginning and the gist of the situation. There are more details that we need to get into, but let's just talk about these for 1 second. For one, gambling when you are an athlete, gambling on your sport is something that they don't play around with, especially for somebody who is involved in a team sport. It's one thing if you're a golfer, or I don't know if tennis can do it, but if you are in an individual sport, you're betting on yourself, that is a lot more acceptable. But when you're in a team sport, betting, even if it's on yourself, is a big no-no. A lot of entities don't like that. And for two, he was underage to begin with, so gambling is something that he shouldn't have been participating in anyways. And this is a situation that I think we may potentially see more and more down the line, especially with the way that technology is advancing, the way that you can gamble more and more openly. With a tap of a button on your phone, you can gamble whenever you want to, depending on what state you live in, of course. And I'm pretty sure one day each and every single state will be able to gamble at the click of a button. More states are opening up to it, and we're going to see things like this happen in small increments, and it's bad for the game. It is bad for the integrity of it. It's bad for the authenticity of it. And there are a lot of people who already believe that a lot of these leagues and a lot of these sports organizations are already scripted anyways. I'm not of that camp, but when you have people betting on games, people doing a lot of different things for money, how can you sit there and say that the game is super authentic when people are trying to alter the outcome of it? And with that being said, now let's move on to the next thing that we are seeing about this entire situation. Boutte allegedly created the name of a facetious female, Kayla Fortenberry, and that's a funny name. I don't know where he got that one from, but to create the online gambling account and use his own mother's credit card to fund the account, the warrant says. Now, if he used his mom's account and they have that paper trail, okay, this is your mom's credit card, she didn't do it, so you did it. That would be one of the dumbest things I've seen in a good minute. Now, I see a lot of dumb things on the internet, but when it comes to these gambling things, I don't understand how people continue to have a trail that leads right to them. But let's continue. 17 wagers were made on NCAA football, which included wagers on LSU football between the dates of August 28th, 2022 and October the 9th, 2023. The warrant states 6 of the wagers were on LSU football, including one game where he bet on himself. Investigators allege that particular game was LSU versus Florida State on September 4th, 2022, where Boutte allegedly placed one bet that he would personally score at least one touchdown in the game, and another bet that he would have over 82.5 receiving yard. Now, me personally, if somebody wants to bet on themselves, I am actually okay with that. in a team sport, but the thing about it is I do understand why it's not allowed. That player will be going out as hard as he can in order to make sure that he does get whatever he's betting on himself to do, in this case 82.5 receiving yards. But how would we know that this would not actually be a detriment to the team itself? Whatever player that is out there that has placed his bet on himself would be on a personal agenda to do whatever he set out to do, and that could potentially be harmful to the team. Instead of being a team player, it then would become all about you, and that's not good for the game. Now let's continue with the rest of this because I think this is very interesting. It says, according to the warrant, during 2022 and 2023, Boutte deposited a total of $132,000. Wait a minute. Where did he get this money? Because I believe that this was pre-NIL times. Where did you get over $100,000 to deposit into an account? And right here it says he won a total of over $500,000, but used most of that money to make additional bets. And I've seen some people going around saying that, look, this man made all this money, which I guess is kind of true. But if you look at the numbers, he withdrew 50K of that. So did he win all that money and then lose it all again just to end up with 50K? I don't know, because if he put in 100K and only came back with 50K, it looks like my man is in the hole. But I don't know, maybe there's additional funds still within that account and he's still gambling to this day. Who knows? There are some things that need to be uncovered about this entire situation. As it says, the police are still doing an investigation on this. We don't necessarily know all of the details about this situation. And so I think it's important for us to wait and see exactly what is going to happen. All of this is alleged, but it's not looking all that good for Kayshon at this very moment. But this is interesting because LSU themselves have known about this situation since July 2023, and the news is just breaking right now. LSU put out a statement right here that says, since then we have fully cooperated with all relevant authorities involved in the investigation and will continue to do so. We have no evidence that any other student athletes participated in these prohibited activities, and we are, and it says 8, I know, but I think whoever typed this up had a little typo, that's fine, and we are grateful for measures that detect and discourage sports gambling related misconduct. And I'm hoping that this entire thing is true. I hope that nobody else was involved in these activities. People probably knew about it, but I'm hoping that they were not involved at all, because this entire situation can get sticky. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, what sentencings go down. Does he have to do jail time? Does he not have to do jail time? Because it's looking like he may potentially do some jail. As it states right here, computer fraud is punishable by a fine of up to $10,000 and a prison term of 5 years or less. Illegally gambling carries maximum penalties of a $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. So he may not. We'll have to wait and see how this entire situation plays out. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Don't forget to also like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.